As to whether there's lead on it, usually in ceramics, now, they can't sell them if there's a big amount of lead. And secondly, most lead in all ceramics with the glaze they use these days will only come out once the plate starts to crack. If you see cracking in the glaze, that is your warning that lead could leach through to your food. And the lead really only leaches through to your food if you are using wet, acidic foods. The more acid it is, the more it'll leach the lead out. So the thing you really have to keep aware of is the bowls and the mugs, since on the plates, you usually don't have wet food sitting on the plate too long. But it will also depend where you have like your tomato sauce, spaghettis. If you eat them mostly in the bowls, it'll probably be your bowls that might crack first. If it's mostly on your plates, it might be your plate, since the tomato sauce is acidic. It's one of the ones that's more saucy, liquidy, and might sit on your plate for a little while before you're done with all the noodles and everything and you get it washed. So just be aware that when they test plates, normally it's the plates that have cracked, the plates that have set in water a lot. Like, do not leave your ceramic stoneware dishes in soaking in water for a long amount of time. Plus the soaking, if you have them crack easy, it's because this bottom edge that is not glazed, that's where the water can soak in. And that very dry ceramic will soak that water in like a sponge. And if you immediately, like let's say within a day, and it hasn't fully dried yet, take that same plate or bowl and stick it in the oven. And I don't think it happens as much in the microwave because it's too fast. But in an oven, when it heats up in a dry oven, that if that ceramic has soaked up water, it will expand with heat, and that's what caused the cracking. So if you do not want your ceramic or stoneware to crack after you wash them, if you soak them in water and got that bottom edge very wet, then you need to give it maybe a week before you use them in something like an oven. It's okay to put the hot food on them. That's usually not enough heat and not a long enough time to crack the glaze. So you won't notice it then. You can still use them for your sandwiches or whatever. It's not going to crack your glaze, but don't be sticking them in the oven if you've had them soak in a sink for more than, 2 minutes, 2 to 5 minutes. The ceramic glaze on the outside, most of the time it's dirty on the outside, so if you just get them wet on the top or on the inside and let them soak that way, where the bottoms aren't that wet, you don't have that much of a problem. So, just thought I'd give you that tip. Signing off. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more. I plan on going through a lot of my other dishes soon. Some of the older stuff. This is like my brand new addition. And more garden and more glass. This is Glass Garden Books. Do subscribe if you want to see more.